friends, welcome back to my channel. Today basically I'm going to be talking about the lessons that I've learned at drama school and how they help me to be more consistent with myself, my family, friends, relationships, just every area of life. So I'm Pasha, I am an actor based in the UK. Recently I decided to start sharing my experiences on YouTube, and I'll be going over in detail in this video the 10 lessons that I learned at drama school that can be applied to, I guess, most industries or careers, and hopefully help me to stand out from the crowd. So after many years of working as a waiter, I'm bouncing around really from job to job. Many years from when I left school at the age of 17, I really didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. I started playing basketball when I was about 13 and really developed a passion for it. I became good at it and actually contemplated becoming a professional basketball player. Now here in Scotland and the UK, the infrastructure at a grassroots level doesn't compete with the systems and level of coaching and player development in European countries such as France, Germany, Italy, Spain, just to name a few, or even further afield in the US or Australia even, where they have like sports academies for young athletes to develop their skills, to get stronger physically and mentally, and to also study. When I was a teenager, we had to pay for sports halls in Scotland, in Edinburgh, and in Glasgow too. If the weather was bad, we couldn't play basketball outside. Basically, with these sports halls, they could end up being quite costly, especially sort of for groups of teenagers like me and my friends who didn't have a lot of spare cash. Now, I'm not making any excuses here, but I think in another country, like I would have developed quicker, as the level and frequency of training would have naturally led to better results. Maybe we had a practice twice a week and a game on a Saturday or Sunday, Friday night. In between, we're trying to find times outside of school and stuff to play and to get better and focus on getting better at basketball. It's really not an excuse to say that. I think obviously the environment helps. Maybe if I'd grown up in America, things would be different, or if I'd grown up in Germany or Italy or Spain or France, where they take sports more seriously, especially at grassroots level, things might have been different for me. I flailed around for a while after school. I took on many different jobs. I worked in a call centre selling kitchens. That was not a fun job. I was a sales rep selling websites, going around businesses at the time. I mean, that's pretty crazy because like that was back in the days of the internet, probably like 2001, early internet era. So I was aiming at selling websites and hosting. Yeah, it was like 2000s. I did a college course in sports and recreation, which I hated. I feel like I didn't get a lot out of it, to be honest with you. I started a job at school, and that was at Pizza Hut. I was working in the kitchen in a takeaway there in Edinburgh, the takeaway Pizza Hut, and eventually transferred to another restaurant in Edinburgh to get a waiting job there, as I'd heard that like the money was better and tips as well as a waiter. So yeah, definitely was a lot better for me. So I worked there for a few years, about 3.5 years I think, and I worked in a variety of different restaurants after that over the years, and in total about 8 years as a waiter. So I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do with life, but I was just sort of breezing along, having a great time. I went to actually holiday with a few of my friends who had met in Pizza Hut. We went to the US there for a couple of months, did a tour of the US, started off on the East Coast, worked our way to the West Coast. That was a lot of fun on a Greyhound bus. I do not recommend the Greyhound bus. You'll see a lot of interesting people. Yeah. At the time, I did have a sort of fire and ambition inside of me and a determination to do something. I just didn't know what it was or what I could channel it into. So I've always loved movies, television and theatre over the years. I was always inspired by the whole process of making art in such a way that really captivated me, and that was from actors and their performances. So I thought I wanted to actually direct as well, so I could really channel that into filmmaking. And I did a short 1-year course, like an introductory course in film and television directing in Edinburgh, and I discovered on that I had a knack for acting. We took different turns of filming and lighting and setting up a short scene and acting in it. So I really discovered that I kind of had a knack, or I had a passion for it. I had something in me that I wanted to pursue this, that I'd actually told myself I couldn't do before because I was nervous about putting myself out there and auditioning. So that was very scary to me, but I learned to embrace and get out of the comfort zone. I was really scared, but I realised at that time I've just got to start making small steps and start like pushing myself out of my comfort zone and really going for it. So in the meantime, I actually set up my own business, a physical store that I was running. I thought I should get some money behind me to start acting, and I had a decent amount of savings that I'd saved up over the years. By this point, after about 8 years or so I'd saved up quite a chunk, and I decided to put it into this business that I had. Now, it failed. spectacularly, really badly. I lost all the money that I put into the business and I was left with nothing. So that was quite a humbling experience. I had that business for about 5 years and I can laugh about it now, but even as little as like 3 or 4 years ago, I was really still feeling quite pissed off and angry about it, and I learned to let that go. Things happen for a reason. I learned a lot of things doing it. Don't chase the money, just go for it. You just got to go for it. Instead of trying to get money to go and act and go to LA, do a course and it's like $80,000 or whatever for like 3 years, and just do it wherever you are. It doesn't matter what country you're in. I had a friend in LA actually, who's now in London, Ben. He's a personal trainer and he actually worked at Sony Pictures and he was training actors and directors there, and he actually gave me a great bit of advice. And Ben's been a long time friend since we were kids, played basketball together, that's where I met him. One bit of advice that he gave me was like, look, it doesn't matter where you are, you don't need to come to LA or New York, and he was obviously in LA at the time. He said, you don't need to come here, you can do it anywhere, it doesn't matter where you are, because think of all the people coming here or all the people going to London, it doesn't really matter. And that was a great bit of advice actually. And he'd obviously been in the movie industry over there training, he was a personal trainer training actors and directors. Ultimately that was really good for me because I didn't go to LA. I'm obviously still chasing it and still going after it, and I am acting. It doesn't really matter. And in this day and age with technology and self-tapes, and I think during COVID as well, self-tapes are a big part of the industry now in terms of casting, so it just enables you to get seen in countries that you wouldn't normally get seen or have access to, or pay hundreds of pounds or dollars to go get a flight somewhere. So it just saves a lot of time on both ends and the energy, and you're able to pursue more things and get more self-tapes and get yourself seen in places you wouldn't normally get. So great bit of advice from Ben, so we shout out to him. Just forget about the money and just keep focusing on your process, and that's what I did. I started to level up, start to get better. I applied for drama school and I got in. I was so excited in Glasgow. It was a very hard course. It really pushed me out of my comfort zone. It was very challenging. It was a year-long course. We had very little time off throughout the year, maybe 3 or 4 weeks. It's different times a week off, so 8 weeks on, a week off, 8 weeks on, a week off for the whole year. I actually felt like it really was 2 years of a course packed into one. So 2 years drama school packed into 1 year. 2 years is already intense. 1 year was extremely intense, but it was incredibly rewarding, and it's a kick up the butt that I needed to really sort of focus on your craft daily. So the 10 lessons that hopefully can help you. So number 1 was do the work. Work way harder than you think you can. There's always another gear you can reach. There's always another gear you can get to, no matter how tired you are. They're just perceived limits in your brain. So basically, if you're feeling tired and you feel like, okay, I'm done, your body's just telling you you're done. Your mind's telling you you're done, but really there's another level you can get to. You've just got to push through it and just keep at it. Because there was many times actually I was rehearsing till 1, 2, 3 a.m. and I had to be in class at 9 a.m. and I really needed to do that because there were so many different assessments, different bits of work and different scenes we were working on. History of film and television as well also, so there was a lot of different moving parts. You couldn't turn up to class without having your lines learned or your scene worked on fully. If you had, you would hear about it from our coaches, and that's what we needed to be really immersed in it. So just do the work. You can work harder than you think. You will always find another chunk of 15 minutes or half an hour to get things done. Number 2, be on time. Now, throughout life, my friends and family would probably agree with this as well. I've not always been on time. I had to sort of work out of me is that, you know what? Show up and be on time. In fact, being on time is actually late. You've got to be early to be on time. I was late quite a few times in my classes during the course, and it affected my mindset. I felt like I wasn't giving enough, or I felt like that I'd let my colleagues down and it fed into my work, so you're constantly feeling like you're behind. I cannot stress that enough. Like, be on time for yourself, but also for everyone else. Everyone else will thank you and you will feel better about the fact that you just got there on time. So that's something I struggled with definitely during the course, but I definitely got better as the year went on. To the point now that basically my timekeeping is a lot better than it's ever been. It's just about respecting others' time, more importantly, but as you do that, it's also better for you. And number 3, sleep. Just sleep properly and fully. Okay, sometimes there are going to be nights, like I said, I was studying until 3 and I had to be in at 9. You can do that for a couple of days, 2-3 days, but try and get your 8-9 hours, especially if you're working out and everything as well, because the body needs time to recover. Just give yourself over to that and make sure you schedule in the time. Put your phone down before you go to bed, at least half an hour or an hour anyway. Try and read a book, and that should send you to sleep quicker, or put a meditation on or something on YouTube or whatever, and That'll get you off to sleep quickly, but I cannot stress that enough. Also, sleep as well. Sleep. Greek Jesus. 5 hours sleep is not going to cut it. The next thing for me was, upon waking, as soon as you get out of bed, for the body and the mind, it's great. It's really great. It wakes your whole body up. Try not to eat too early. Lots of water, at least a litre. Sometimes like 6, 7, 8 glasses within the first hour or two. When I wake up, that's almost 2 litres or 2 litres or so. Great. You'll feel fantastic. You'll thank me later. Be a sponge in your learning as well. That was the next thing. Keep learning. Take pride in leveling up. Continue to enjoy the learning. I'm always trying to get better and improve, even just 1%. Like, that 1% can set you apart, and I've just enjoyed learning. So, just keep learning and keep enjoying that process of taking everything in. Use everything, but like, you'll take in what's necessary. So like, discard what's not useful, and what is useful, pick it up and add it to your own sort of toolbox in terms of being an actor. But I think this is relevant to a lot of careers. Number 6 on the list, ask questions. Absolutely. You never know what knowledge you might gain. That could help you to really look at things from a different perspective that you maybe hadn't thought of. I think in life, a lot of people do this, and I know I do it, and you think like, my experiences, everyone thinks like I do. Everyone has all this. So when it came to doing YouTube, I was like, well, why are people not going to want to hear about this? Because like, why would they? Everyone thinks the same. Like, no, everyone doesn't think the same. And what I've learned, like experiences over the years, what I've learned now and what I use daily is just sort of built up over time of a bank of experiences is different from someone else. So I might have something here that could really help, and vice versa. I could watch someone and say, oh, that's really helpful, I'm going to incorporate that. Maybe doing that in the morning or in the afternoon to get me up and alert is going to help, whatever it could be. It's just about sort of asking questions, thinking about things from a different perspective. That'll help in any career, really. If you don't know how to do something, just ask a question. And the next point, eat well. Eat balanced meals, proteins, carbs, fats. Try not to eat too much sugar. I was eating a lot of sugar, a lot of chocolate bars during my course and things when I was at drama school, and a lot of energy drinks. It's not really that good. It's not nutritious, and like basically I would get sleepy in the afternoon. So classes in the afternoon, a bit sluggish, a bit sleepy, a bit warm. Just try and eat balanced meals, proteins, carbs, fats, definitely, to give you that energy, sustained energy throughout the day. Next point is moving your body as well. So at drama school, movement was part of the study of being an actor and how to move your body within a space and with others. Part of that also is you just getting to know your body, stretch your body every day, walk, run, move, work out, whatever way you can. There's tons of energy and confidence you can get from that to just keep going on long days as well. Like, really keep you going. For me, movement is key. Like, really is key. I really feel a lot better when I work out versus when I don't work out or get a bit lazy. Like, just look after your body. Number 9, be assertive. Assert yourself. What I mean is, if you have an idea, speak up. If it's a good idea, it'll help. If it's a bad idea, it doesn't matter. You just got to assert yourself. Because if you do that, that'll give courage to others to speak up, and also it'll improve whatever you're doing. And you don't know until you actually say something, because that idea could just stay in your head. And then what if afterwards you go, oh, what if I did this? What if I'd said that? Then I would have, you could have made some discovery in that moment to really unlock another level of your performance, your craft, whatever job you're doing. That can really help if you assert yourself and be confident with not knowing where that idea might lead, because that could spark someone else with another idea. All of a sudden, you've got a whole new way of doing things or a new technique to use. And if it just sat in your head, then just thinking, what if I'd spoke up? So assert yourself. Number 10, listen first, talk second. This is a big thing for me. I think you miss a lot when you're just waiting for your turn to speak. You really got to listen to what everyone else or in a group is saying and learn from others. This isn't easy. This is really not easy. It can be really hard to do, but I think it pays off immeasurably in many ways, including others sort of respecting the fact that you allowed them the time to have their space. And it's something I guess I'm still working on when you're in a group setting as well. Listening first. Just sit back. Even if you've got ideas or you want to say things, just listen and see what's happening, because when you do that, you'll actually take much more in, because what you've got to say is what you already know. 10 of you in a group, there are 9 others, all their ideas, you can pick up things from them. So it's actually more important to listen first, and then you can talk second, and then put your own ideas after. And that is really important, not just waiting for your turn, but actually really focusing in and listening to what everyone else's input is. So, and here's a wee bonus point, number 11. I know I said it would be 10, but here's 11. Something that I do daily. So it's journaling and sort of visualization. Now, our coaches encouraged us to do a kind of, what would you call, brain dump, which is essentially just a journal. It's just like 5 or 10 minutes in the morning when you get up. So get up, have water, and then just get the pen and paper out. Get a wee book, a wee journaling book, and then you just write out whatever's in your head, because any negative thoughts that are in your head from the day before or from your sleep, they're going to be gone if you actually just write them down on paper. Get whatever's in your head out onto paper, and then it sort of flushes out. It kind of clears your mind and allows you to start the day with a sort of neutral kind of balance. So a very balanced way to start the day. So you just do it for 5 minutes. It helps you to focus the mind, get rid of all those negative thoughts and ideas, and they can be making you sluggish or lethargic or obsessing over things that are really, when you write them down, you say they have no power because they're out of your head and out of your system. And you can see, oh, this is just a stupid little thing that I'm worrying about, but in your head, you make it a bigger deal than it actually is. And then after that, I would do a gratitude list after journaling. You know, you just write 5 to 10 things quickly that you're grateful for, and this can be small or big things. It can be like, you know, I'm grateful I have a new car. I'm grateful for the flat I'm living in, whatever. I'm grateful for my friends. I'm grateful for the coffee I'm about to have. I'm grateful, try and keep it simple. Like, I'm grateful for the food. Like, just being grateful for those things daily, because a lot of people, I guess, would love to be in a position where we are. Job, flat, money, food, friends, family. It's helpful to me. Just 5 or 10 things quickly. It doesn't have to take all day, just a couple of minutes writing those down, and it just really sort of grounds you and makes you realise sort of how lucky you are and how, you know, good things are actually, even when you think, I want more, or I want to do more things, I want to have more in my life, to be alive, to be awake and energetic. You just visualise your day or life goals, plan your day out, and then just take a minute or two to visualise what you want to do today, or what the sort of bigger goals are you're striving to achieve. For me, it's about working as an actor full time. So basically for me, I just picture where I would be in audition rooms, on the set, in a theatre, things that are going to push you towards what you're aiming for. And when you visualize that, it's like you've already done it in your brain. It can help. So yeah, journal, brain dump, whatever you want to call it, visualization, a wee gratitude list as well. A nice wee thing to start the day. I'll go over that again quickly. So do the work harder than you think you can. Number 2, be on time. Always be early, be on time. It'll help you, it'll help others. Just do it. Just get into the habit of doing it. Number 3, sleep properly and fully. I cannot stress this enough. 8 hours sleep, 9 hours sleep, whatever you need, 7 hours, get that in, okay? Because it's going to make you way more productive throughout the day, and you're not going to experience those crashes in energy. Number 4, when you wake up, just drink lots of water. A litre, 2 litres of water. It's great for your body and mind. You'll feel good, your body will wake up, you'll feel energetic, you'll want to work out, you'll want to move. Number 5, be a sponge, keep learning, take pride in what you're learning and keep continuing to level up. 6, ask questions. You never know what knowledge you might gain, because that will help you to look at things from a different perspective that you really might not have thought of. So keep asking questions. Number 7, eat well, eat balanced meals, protein, carbs, fats. Don't eat a lot of sugar a lot of the time, because it makes your energy go down. Get into the habit of eating things that are going to keep your energy balanced and flowing throughout the day. Number 8, move your body. At drama school, movement was part of the study of being an actor. So basically what you need to get to know your body very well. Stretch every day, walk, move, work out in any way that you can. Tons of energy and confidence keep you going on long days as well. Number 9, be assertive, assert yourself. If you don't, you'll never know if that idea in your head was actually bad or good, or if it was helpful. It could be life-changing, who knows. Number 10, listen first, talk second. We miss so much when we're just waiting for our turn to speak. Really listen to what everyone else is saying, then talk, then have your input. You'll always get a chance to talk. Just learn from others. It will pay off immeasurably in many ways, including the respect of others and your respect for other people's points of views, opinions and perspectives. Number 11, journal, visualization, gratitude list. So brain dump or journal, whatever you want to call it, for 5 minutes, write down whatever comes out in your head. It's a flow of consciousness. Just let it stream out. Get rid of the negative energy, negative thoughts and ideas that are in your head that could be holding you back, making you sluggish and lethargic. Get those out of your system. Do a wee gratitude list, what you're grateful for. Small and big things can help. And really be grateful for what you have in your life right now. That will help. It makes you feel good. Also, visualization of your day and your life goals, the ultimate goals of course, but how your day will go, just a couple of minutes quickly. It will really help you to stay focused and locked in throughout the day. Okay, so I hope this was helpful and I hope it can add some value to your life, whatever you're doing. If you like this video, here's some other videos that I've created that you might be interested in. Please like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you later.